Hello, loves. It's Angel the Lightworker with another video for you guys. Um, I actually just was called to come on here to talk about some things, and foremost, I hope everyone is doing well. I hope that everyone is coping well. Whoever listens to this video, whoever sees this message that I have to give. So, question. Has anybody ever even noticed that there is a war? There is a war. And this war has been going on for eons. But whose war are we fighting? So we are fighting a war. We're fighting a war. And it's a color. It's a skin war. Whose war is this? Because initially, naturally, when we are born, when we're babies, we don't look at skin color. We don't look at your skin color and say, oh, you're a different skin color complexion, so can't be your friend, or I can't hang out with you. Or we don't do that. We embrace each other naturally. We naturally love each other. We naturally just are kind and giving and caring. So yeah, there are a lot of people that have been taught hate. There are. But what I want to understand, basically what I'm trying to get you guys to understand, whoever listens to this message, is that there is something more to this skin race war. There's something more to it. There's something deeper. And it's not about an individual, and because they just don't like certain colored people, or they don't like this kind of colored person. It's not about that. It stems from something. And it's like a consciousness that nobody notices. Nobody sees this consciousness. And this consciousness has us fighting each other. And instead of our natural instinct is loving each other, no matter what color you are. Because that's what we do when we're born. We're not born racist. We're not born hating each other. Naturally, we're born loving each other. We don't look at color. We don't look at if I was a toddler's not going to look at your skin color and say, oh, I can't play with you because you're a certain color. What we must start to understand and realize is that there is a consciousness that wants us to basically kill each other. And they know how to play the game. They know how to play the game with us, because we take it. We whatever is dished out, we feed right on into it. And it's understandable. So I'm not judging anyone that does. But what I'm trying to get people to understand and see, that there is something deeper. There is a consciousness that is making us fight each other, instead of us figuring out where is this stemming from. Where is it coming from? Where is the root of the problem? Where is the root? Because there's always a root to every situation, to every problem that we have. So instead of us coming together, we divide, 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 divide. Especially if you're looking at mainstream things. Their agenda is to divide. They never talk about peace among people. Never. So whose war is this? If we are naturally lovers, when we are born, we don't see skin color. We don't care what you look like. We don't care we don't care about that. Those things are taught to you and engraved depending on who your parent is. And they were also taught, and so on and so on and so on. But it still all stems from something, someone, something bigger than just what we think. One color, one race is responsible for all of this. One race is responsible for all of this. Absolutely not. It's deeper than just a skin color. It's deeper than just one race hating another race. Where does the hate come from? Where does the hate come from? The consciousness of hate. Where is that coming from? Who is bringing that energy here? It's the questions that we should be asking. Because, my loves, we are beautiful, loving beings. And it shows. And it may not show all the time. But when the time is right, when there's an emergency, when someone needs help, when there's something happening to a person it could lead to their lives ending, we show up and show out for each other. Natural disasters, we don't care. We don't look at your color no more. Because naturally, we don't really care about that. Naturally, we've forgotten that naturally we are supposed to celebrate our differences. Because when we're kids, we're like, oh, she's so pretty. She's not my color, but she's beautiful. We don't look at you saying, oh, she's this color, so she must be this. We don't do that as children. We're taught these things. The system, our parents that were taught these things. So, you guys, I just want to I had to get this message out, because this right here is the most important thing, especially for things that happen around the world and things that happen in America. We have to understand that there is something deeper than just a race war. This is not our war. It doesn't belong to us. It doesn't belong to us. It's not about one race hating another. It's not about that. Granted, there are people that are a color that don't like other colors, but that has been taught to them. I'm 100% sure that when they were born, they didn't even care about color until it was taught to care about a color. And I also know about the history. I studied it. I studied African American slavery. But what I also realized is that it was also something that had to be done. As awful as it was unhumane. But it had to be done so that things can happen now. So cards can be played now. It was never about hating the skin color. It was never about that. It goes deeper than that. Now, granted, you did have some owners that were completely didn't just like the color, but like I said, it was still taught. It's not a natural thing that comes from us naturally. It's all taught. So I just had to come on here and explain those things, and explain